Hey everybody, it's Monday night and got some listings done. I listed 8 pairs of shoes, one baseball card, and 19 ties. There are the ties. I'll go over the ties in a little bit. But we'll talk about what sold first off. So I got some stuff done. I'm kind of working in groups. I got do like-minded things all together. I like things, do all ties together. Tomorrow I'm going to work on belts. And then I'm gonna get into some nice good stuff that I've been holding back. I don't know why, but I want to get rid of I want to get listed the mid stuff because I keep putting it to the side to list the better stuff. And I'm like, told myself, gotta list the mid first. So we had 3 sales today. I didn't run a sale, so some things sold at full price. But this is a vintage Polo Ralph Lauren, probably 90s tie. This is from Monaco. It has like a race car on it. It's a really cool tie. And this sold for $89.99. Polo ties do well when you get these ones with these pretty cool prints. Sometimes you can't find another one, and I just price them somewhat high and wait it out. I always feel like I'll just collect them otherwise because I'm a Polo Ralph Lauren fiend. It's what I wear. It's a majority of what I wear. And as I lose weight, I'll be wearing more. But anyway, get into this pair of pants. These are nice um, gray, flat front. And these are Polo Ralph Lauren. Da, da, da. The made in Italy ones. These are the ones, you see this tag right here. This is made by Corneliani. 100% wool. Now this one here, you see it said 38 regular. I'm not sure if that was the suit or the pants because the pants measured 34. So put that in the listing. I put in parentheses, mark 38, measure 34. So you get it. Put it in the listing also 34. Because really it's no longer at 38. You're going to sell these at 38, you're going to get a freaking return. But these sold for full asking of $99.99. And then we sold these. I had this returned, I don't know, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, because these Suit Supply pants are kind of on like they're like kind of like Hugo Boss, newer Armani. They're more of a slimmer fit, athletic fit. And even though I put it in the title, it seems like a lot of people have problems with the thighs in these. But this is Suit Supply. This is the tag. There's all this information on it. Is that the only Suit Supply tag? Yeah, I think this is the only Suit Supply tag. So you'd have to look at the tag, and you can see in the top there. Says Suit Supply. Somewhere it says Suit Supply. Oh, there it is. So it's hiding on you. So these sold for full asking price. They're used. Sold them for $49.99. So not bad. I'll take it. Got to make that money. I don't know what day it is. Wednesday morning. Doing shipping. 2 things sold yesterday on Tuesday. I had a lot of questions on things. Just didn't translate the sales. But sold this sweater. I just had this returned probably a month ago. It's a Paul Stewart cashmere and Geelong. Ny, long, wool, which is like a non-allergenic wool or something like that. Couldn't find really many comps on this kind of stuff, but listed it. It's really not the greatest color. It's like that topaz, not topaz, running a blank, but that funky brown, light brown color. But yeah. Sold this for $84.99. So hopefully it doesn't return. Last time it was because of fit. And this, I sold this at Peter Millar, newer tags. Golf blazer wool. You know, has a golf logo of Whispering Pines. I got it. It was like $7. So why would you leave it behind, even though it had the golf logo? It took me a few minutes to find the golf logo. I forgot exactly how I figured it out. It's been like 2 years. This thing has been listed a while, which was going to be hit or miss because of the golf logo, because of if this is not a very popular place, or someone may not even care that the logo is there. They just want to wear it. You could possibly move the embroidery, maybe. I have no idea. It wasn't going to try it. But they sold for $169.99, so $170 plus ship on everything. So we'll see how this goes, but I gotta get this stuff out of here. You know, it's like this jacket, there's a seat for every ass, and finally that ass came around and bought it. So getting around to doing some pictures. So all these things I've made listings, then I take pictures. So we're gonna go over the things. There's some ties, there's a few pieces of men's tops, and there's some belts. I'm gonna tell you about certain things to look for, brands, so on, etc. So you see right here, one of my more favorite brands, if I come across it, Brioni, men's dress shirt, you know, higher quality. This is probably going to be listed for $60, and, you know, see where it goes. Probably sell 45 to 60 range. This is a brand, don't really find it too often. I found Sport Coat not too long ago. Don't know how to pronounce that. Zilli. Zell's that company. It transports money. Don't know, but you look up this kind of stuff, big money. I'm gonna list this shirt for about $100 and see where it goes. I'm expecting somewhere 75 to 100 range. Picked this up only because it was new with tags. I've kind of stopped picking up this brand in general unless it's really mixed with Gore-Tex or a really fancy golf course that I know off the top of the dome. This is Zero Restriction, new with tags. This is like a lightweight pullover vest, nothing special. I thought comps were a little bit, I thought this would sell for a little bit more than it did. I paid probably $10 for this, and I see comps are probably around $35, $40. So yeah, there's money to be made, but not as much as I hoped. But still should sell. Might not sell right away. Golf season's kind of over with. Then we have a few. This is a Pima cotton sweater, Polo Ralph Lauren, 3X big. You know, bigger sizes sell well. This is a sweater. It's cotton, probably listed for about $40. And, you know, it's blue with an orange pony. Kind of like, what's that college? Syracuse. Here's, now these next two are sweater vests. If you don't know what a vest is, probably shouldn't be reselling. It's a sleeveless item. But this is 4X Pima cotton once again. And that's blue with a red pony. And then last but not least, same thing, 4X Pima cotton, black with a purple pony. And I don't have a lint thingy, so I took some tape, rolled it up, and was patting it down. I actually ordered a lint brush or a lint thingy off of Amazon. But I'll list this now. So these are some belts, or some people would call straps, or my mom would call her favorite weapon to punish us when we were kids, that of the broomstick. Somebody told me a wooden spoon. We never got a wooden spoon. We got the belt. But these are different kind of belts. I mean, these are not different kind of belts. These are just belts. Tell you the brands. I picked these up for like a few dollars each from a thrift store. They're mostly all the same size, 34 or 36, with most of them being 34. So I'm assuming these all belong to the same person. It's a belt here. You know, it has like a wax leather feel to it. The brand on this one is Torino, made in USA. You know, it's nothing really all that special, but these belts seem to sell should sell in the, I'll say 40 or 25 to 40 range. I'll probably list at 40, see what happens. Also with belts, always want to make sure these little hole things here, you want to make sure these are not like stretched out and messed up, because nobody's going to buy a used belt if these are all messed up, because no longer serves the purpose, you know, unless it's like alligator, like real alligator, not like leather print. You know, maybe I'd pick it up because you could resalvage it into something else. This is a leather belt made to look like alligator. There's the buckle. And the brand on this is Trafalgar. They're mostly known for their suspenders or braces, as some people would say. There it is, Trafalgar. You can get into their limited edition, like, what do you want to call it? Suspenders, and they can go for big money. We've talked about them in the past. You just don't come across them. This is leather. Said somewhere here. Oh, here we go. Cambridge, I guess it's the model Italian leather. This is probably a $30 belt. May sell for a few dollars less. Let's see what it is. This one has a nice little tool designed with the leather like that. This is a Johnson & Murphy, mostly known for their shoes, but they also do some other leather goods. Made in Italy, size 34, Italian, sheer hide, so basically leather. This is, you know, $30 belt. Run a sale, it's going to probably sell for less, but, you know, I love having these items. Like ties and belts for me are kind of like going into Costco and getting your rotisserie chicken. I'm not making the biggest money on these, but hopefully it brings traffic into the eBay store, and they may look for a belt. They may buy multiple belts at one time. A lot of my tie people buy multiple ties usually. If you have a big enough selection, they'll try to buy more from you. It's what it always does. But you have to have quality stuff. See, this one here has a nice little design once again, buckle. And this is Allen Edmonds, also another shoe brand made for their, you know, better known for their shoes, leather belt. You know, this is, and once again, you, like I said, you want to always check out the loops to make sure that the loops are not stretched out, damaged in any way. Same thing, about $30 belt. This one here is a little bit of like a Western motif, has the double, I don't know what the hell you call that, but this is more like a reptile skin print. Once again, there has a little thing on the tip there, little rattler right there. But this is, what is this brand? Oh, Johnson & Murphy once again. This one sells for about the same. I thought this might sell for a little bit more, but it doesn't. This is probably the highlight one here. This is leather etched, paisley designed leather belt buckle, you know, and this one is Allen Edmonds, and it's leather, made in Italy. This one, I did see some comps in or around $60, so that's where I priced it. There's people asking 50, and then there's people asking like 100. I think there was only one in this size, so I'll be the one. If you want it, I got it. But it's pretty, you know, has a unique look to it. And then once again, we have one of these belts that has like a, you know, reptile feel to it, you know, little gold buckle. And this is by the brand Crookhorn. It's leather, made in the USA, you know, genuine leather, Bella Croc design, I guess is the design. This is a 32. And, you know, all the information's there for you. That one I priced that one, I think, at 25 or 30. So, you know, belts are not the biggest money makers, but I've sold belts for over $100, few $100, if you find the right belts. Always something I look through, always something I look for to add to the eBay store. All right, we're going over some ties here and what to look for. You know, and ties are long selling things, so are belts for the most part. You may sit on a tie for a year finding the right buyer, maybe longer. I had that Pinot Noir jacket that sold that I was sitting on for 2 years, and guess what? Let me tell you a secret. You wanna hear it? I didn't see it at that time. That freaking buyer canceled the sale. So when I went in there to do the shipping, I'm like, where is this thing? And I see cancel sale. I was like, ah. So after 2 years, guess what? It's available again. But anyway, let's get into these ties right here. Different generations. Some of these ties are older, some are newer. See where we go here. This is a tie. I'm not really the biggest fond of this pattern, but I like the brand. The brand is Canali. And when you're buying ties for $1 to $3, you kind of throw out sometimes the design. This is a Canali tie. I mean, I'm listing it for 40, sells for 30 plus. I'm happy. Let's go over here. This is an older tie, but you can see it has this like really colorful, bright paisley design. And this is an older Hugo Boss, probably 90s. And I just bought it because I thought I don't know, it looked cool enough that somebody may want that or need it. See, let's go over here. This is a Robert Talbot. Really colorful, bright, once again, paisley design. I think I listed it up for 40. It might even be up for 50. I don't know. And some of these things run with a 15% off sale. Occasionally shoot offers to buyers at like 15% or 10%, depending on the notion. So the motion of the game is to get stuff to move out the door. This is a rep stripe. This horizontal stripe made popular by Brooks Brothers. This green, blue, orange. It's Brooks Brothers. And you see the XL. This is an extra long tie. So if you needed a tie, most ties are between 57 and 60 inches long. And anything over 60 is considered long. Anything shorter than 57 is considered short. So decent there. This is another Brooks Brothers. See the tag. This is actually newer tags. So list this, I think, for 40. I think I listed the green one for 30. These are some ones I picked up. I picked these up for $1, but I just like the colors. See, once again, paisley design. This has like a nice multicolor design, nice bright colored, and you're gonna be cry at this. It's Joseph A. Bank, but I'll list these for about $20. Pay $1. Even if I sell them for 15, guess what? I have 15 times my money. And once again, talk about bringing people into your store. I would I list all Joseph A. Bank ties? No, but I like the prints on these, and we went about doing it. This is a Burberry London. It's like a polka dot tie. Nothing crazily special, but it is Burberry, made in England. Once again, another $40 tie. This one's pretty cool. Once again, you can see that's that Burberry Novacek print on a taxi cab, a London taxi cab. So once again, this is Burberry. And I priced this a little bit higher just because I thought it was unique and different. I priced at 60. Hopefully somebody, maybe a taxi driver would want this. There has to be somebody that wants this tie. Presents are coming up. Somebody maybe going to get this. Burberry, got a bunch of things going for it right there. This is another striped tie, multicolor. The brand on this, Paul Stewart. We've been talking about Paul Stewart quite a bit lately, right? This one, again, listed for about $40. Then this tie is a unique tie. It's knit. It's silk. It's like a box end, I think they call it. And it's really unique tie, and you're gonna laugh. Look these up. Kind of crazy what some of these will go for. The brand is Land's End, and this is made in Italy, believe it or not. This is probably the only thing made by Land's End ever made in Italy. 100% silk. These ties sell pretty well. Anytime I get one of these ties, they sell. People, there's not a huge amount of them. I do buy them. They have to have a name. It's kind of like me with Harris Tweed. if I find a Harris Tweed blazer, it has to have a brand to go with it for me to buy it. Otherwise, it gets just flooded in the sea of just a bunch of different things. So I've seen some of these sell for around the $40 range, where I price it. Gotta let it go. These right here are all Xenia ties, different variations of age. This one right here is probably the oldest. I'm going to say late 80s, 90s. It just has this, I don't even know what the hell this is. A floral print, maybe? I don't know. Looks like a different, it's a nice color, but it's definitely an older Xenia tie right there. This one I put up for about $30, you know, and I price on based on age. You know, some buyers may not know, but if you look at that tag, and I had to think, I would say that looks like a pretty old tag or vintage tag. Then we have these two right here. You know, I almost passed on both of these because I didn't like the design so much. This is, you know, like this paisley little cross tie. I don't know what's going on with this one, but right here is, you know, just that little bit newer of a Xenia tie, but not much newer. This is probably 90s for sure. Then there's this one. I don't like the color of this. It's like this sage green, and I don't even know what's going on with that. You know, but sometimes you pick things up, they're cheap enough, you list them, you go, this is, you know, a little bit older one too. But once again, I like the colors on this, that blue and black. Yeah, it's a vintage tie, but it still shows that the color is bright. This thing looks like a more recent tie. Then there's these three. These are probably, I would say, late 90s to mid 2010s, like 2015-ish. And really the only place they say Xenia is on the bottom here. The keeper is, you know, straight. These are all silk. And these are all rep stripe, all different colors. I mean, these two right here are basically reverse colors. What's that college? Virginia Tech. Basically have the Virginia Tech colorways right there. Go Hoagies. Go, what's that guy's name? Michael Vick. Probably the only person. Well, he's not dog friendly, so we're not going to talk about him. And then you got this one. It's like a brown or, yeah, brown with some stripes in there. You know, once again, Xenia. And then you got this one, brown again, with orange. You know, so, you know, these are just some of the ties. These ones, I told you I'll list about 30 to 35 range. These ones right here, I'll list for 50 because I think there's just more to trying to sell those ties. There's colors to them and everything. So that's it. Listen ties. Hope this helps. It's Wednesday night. Doing some shipping. So we sold the Robert Talbot tie. Sold $39.99. So we just listed that. It sold. These are a pair of Suit Supply pants. We sold these a few weeks ago and they were returned. They sold again. You know, Suit Supply. There's the tags. Sold again for $60. And the biggest sale, this sold for $220. Black Label Ralph Lauren with the pants. That sold for $220. I think I had it listed for $300. I shot the guy an offer and then we agreed. What is it? On sale for $254. I think I said $224.99, and then he said $220. It's like $5 more off. Like, fine, I don't care. I want a sale. This guy was a pain in the butt too. Like, total. Has the jacket been altered? No. The jacket is as described in the thing. You could tell from the measurements that they match up with the size of the jacket. The pants, same thing. It's just all these different questions. Is the jacket have issues? Does it have holes? Does it have... No. It would have been in the listing, my boy. Like... I understand he's only here for a short period of time and he's leaving to go somewhere, so he's not going to have a time to return it. So I think he just wanted to make sure he was getting, you know, what he wanted. He wanted a picture of the pinstripe, the color, like, he went really into this damn thing, but it's sold. That's all that matters. So I found 3 of these, sold all 3 back in like August, and guess what? I found 5 more the other day. and 2 sport coats. So you're going to see that in a video here coming up soon. Maybe part of this video, maybe next week's video. Guess we'll wait and find out. Just because somebody may ask and somebody may be curious, I have dry cleaner bags. I forgot how I got these. I have a bunch. I have like 1,000 of these things. I've had them for years now. I fold them up, the jacket and the pants, nicely. I use these mailing boxes. They are the 10.95. These are by weight. So usually for us, even to ship this to the worst destination, it's only like $14. I charge $11 for a jacket or for a suit. So worst case scenario, I'm out $3. If it's shipping on the East Coast, I'm making $3-4 on shipping. So it all evens out in the wash at the end of the day. I don't do calculated because I live on the East Coast and I would never be able to sell to the West Coast because shipping would just be too high. So I forgot I had these and I actually come across them. So I listed them. I got a bunch more. As you see here, these are the multiples. I just threw them in a box. So here they are. These are the ones that are not duplicates. Some of them are duplicates. Some of them have tags, some don't. They're all new. So you can see these are some Island Slippers Pro or something like that. They're suede and they're pretty cool, but I can't really sell these new on Amazon, I mean on eBay, I think. I got in trouble for trying to sell them on Amazon a while back. Like this is a while back. Because I think they own the rights. And I think this is one of those things you could get zeroed if you use new. So we're going to sell them pre-owned. I got different sizes. That's why you see certain different ones. I think there's a size 9, 10, 8, and 7. The 8 and 7's got the tags. And I got like 5 pairs of the 7, 4 pairs of the 6, or 4 pairs of the 8. Getting this mixed up. So, and then I have these like purplish pink, or not pink. Yeah, pink, like a mauve color ones. And I think, yeah, they got tags. So I'm going to list these as pre-owned and get them up and just sell them. You know, no reason trying to get a Vero or anything like that. You don't know what a Vero is? It's when you sell something on eBay and they come after you and tell you to take it down because you're not the rights manufacturer to sell that item new. Most of the time they come after you. Some items will come after you for use, but majority of the time it's new items. They just don't want their stuff being flooded on eBay for a discounted price when they're trying to get, like these retail for like $150. So we'll see what happens. Hey, it's Sunday. I know it's been a few days, but not much has went on. By the time the weekends come, I got airport rides, and the last 2 days I've been at a music festival here on the Cape. I guess the winner of American Idol and some other guy, Jack Johnson or something like that. I don't know, something to do with banana pancakes. Don't really know too much. And I guess they have a bigger person coming on, so I've been hanging out over there. You can see I'm in a different area. I'm in the tip of the Cape at the moment, but you know, this is that old feel of Cape Cod right here. You got the bay to the one side, you got the ocean literally a quarter mile to the other side. But you know, it's kind of really pretty out here. But eBay sales have been pretty good. I guess list consistently, you get consistent sales is what that comes down to. Today's been, I don't think I've sold anything today that I've noticed, but I've been busy, so I don't keep up on checking with eBay, you know, back and forth. But you know, eBay's starting to pick back up, which is a good thing. And that comes down to you list, you sell. These doctor appointments I got for my surgery keep driving me crazy. They keep wanting certain things, want this, want that. We need blood work. Then another doctor wants blood work. Then they want to check these results with these results from 6 months ago, because I changed heart doctors because I didn't care for the other one. Actually, the other place, they changed my doctor 4 different times in 6 months. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get a different doctor and closer to me. I don't want to be traveling to Boston, an hour and something minutes away, to be getting checked out with a doctor consistently. But you know, that's it. Like, things are good. Things are progressing. Hopefully, I think the little bit of a delay on my surgery is probably be in December, which is, I guess, good, right? As long as I'm getting it sometime soon, you know, that's all that kind of matters. You know, at the end of the day, it's just keep plugging along and keep pushing. eBay is, you know, eBay is my little baby. This is the last weekend of anything really going on, so after this weekend I'm 100% all in on eBay all the time, so there's no more of this messing around. I mean, occasionally I'll do airport rides to either Providence or Boston, or some medical rides to Boston or Providence, vice versa, or VA rides, but no short rides, no hanging out trying to scrounge up every little dollar. You know, that all dies off, you know, and that's it. So I'll next video you'll see or the next segment of this video, you'll see what we sold over the weekend, which has been pretty good, pretty decent. I'll say decent because it's still not where I want to be, but that's also because I'm not where I want to be physically, and you know, I've had some health issues, and you know, those old days of running around to 8-10 stores are not there yet, but they will be soon. Oh, I guess I was in Toro. Now I'm heading into Provincetown. Provincetown is like the tip of the Cape, beautiful area, but is also like I don't know how to put this properly, but it's probably like the East Coast LGBT plus community, or what, I don't even know what that plus is for. Is that like a premium? I don't know. We're not even gonna get into that, but see you guys later. So it's Sunday. No, it's Monday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post these videos on Tuesday afternoon. We're going to try something different. But because of the holiday weekend, I got a little confused. I was literally thinking today was Sunday and it's Monday. But got some sales. Had a pretty good weekend, as you're going to see here. Sold 9 items. You know, pretty good weekend. Sales have been up about the last month 25%. And views are up about 40%. So the key to that, I've been listing more. As I list more sells. Go figure. That's the key to life, I guess. List more, sell more. But I see this tie. This tie I had to return a few weeks ago when I had that massive influx of returns. And, I don't remember that being there. Is that why it was returned? Did I miss that? We're gonna have to check into this a little bit. This might be an issue here. But this is that Stefano Ricci tie. Got this a while ago. It sold. It was returned, and sold again for $67.99. We're gonna have to check into this a little bit. Let me see. This has been returned twice. Hopefully it sells both times because of fit. This is just like a gray pair of Ralph Lauren Black Label. And they have the side straps, or side, not straps, side tabs. No belt buckles on these. There's no buttons for suspenders either, so go figure. But these sold for $84.99. I've sold these twice before in the past. Probably had these about, they sell every 3 months or so, or 2 months. These get a lot of watchers and they sell. Go figure. Probably listed a little too high. This is a pair of Ralph Lauren pants. Love Ralph Lauren pants. These are like military inspired. There's the tag. These are, I put them in very good condition. They're just raggedy a little bit. Probably see right there. It looks like there's a little spot, but These sold for $101.99. Hopefully they don't show their ugly face back here. But I've had these listed for a while. These have probably been listed about 6-7 months. This has been listed about 2-3 months. This is a pair of Ben Silver. These are cotton. These sold for $44.99. And these are like a soft material. They're cotton, almost like a velvet, but it's not velvet. It's actually considered mohair, or no, moleskin. Mohair. Messing this up, but you can check it out, look at it. I think it's moleskin, and it's really weird. I don't know if it's part of a mole, like it's cotton. But these I found a bunch of Ben Silver pants. These took the longest. They're almost like a soft flannel kind of material. Oh, and the other day I didn't get to videotape it because I was in a rush to go to get to the hospital for tests. But we sold, this would have been Thursday, sold 2 ties. Oxford cloth tie. It was $37.49. Also sold a Monty tie for $25.49. And we also sold that Allen Edmonds paisley printed belt, or laser etched actually. Sold that for full price of $59.99. That sold in a few hours. But we also sold this in a few hours. This sold in about a day, maybe a little bit less. The Zilly shirt, listed it, and it sold for full price of $99.99. Always love things when they sell quick. Sometimes you rhyme slow, sometimes you rhyme quick. Okay. This is a Brooks Brothers Shearling wool. Shearling wool always does, Shearling wool always does well. That 48 is a 2XL. I had 3 of these at one time. 2 of them sold to the same buyer. This one sold to a different buyer. This one sold for $112.49. And that took about, I got those probably in June. So who knew I would sell all 3 by the time it's not even winter yet. So what's the key to that? List it when you get it. Don't worry about what time of season it is, really. You know what I'm saying? But this is a suit. I've had this for about 2 years. All suits do not sell fast. This is a Carolina Herrera. This is a good women's brand. I'm not sure if it's really hit or miss with men's. I remember watching 90 Day Fiancé. They had the spin-off show. Yeah, don't ask, because I don't watch that show anymore. Since I had some issues with my own relationship. Don't watch other relationship shows. But this is like a, striped suit. It's wool. It's a smaller size. This took a long time to sell, probably upwards of 2 years. This was listed when I had the office. I was into this too, like $15, $20. And this sold for $89.99. It's going overseas. The guy was not arguing, but he was like, hey, can we do something about the import fees and shipping? I'm like, the shipping is and the import fees are on you, my friend. Like, I have no control over this. So hit me later. If you want it, you want it. If you don't, you don't. I probably should have been a little bit more better, because you have somebody on the hook. The time to sell is when you have them on the hook. But eventually the guy wanted it bad enough. He got it. It's going to Mexico. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren jacket. This is made by Corneliani. This is considered a blazer, metal buttons. When I found this, it actually had a pair of spare buttons, a full set, in the pocket. I wound up selling the buttons for like $40. But you can see here, these are like helmet with like a polo button style. But that's the tag right there, Polo Ralph Lauren. The Corneliani stuff is made in Italy always, and it always has this tag. If it doesn't have this tag, guess what? It's not made by Corneliani. 100% wool. It's a 44 regular. And it doesn't say anywhere on here, but if you've sold and had Corneliani stuff, you would know this is their tag. And there's that, made in Italy. This sold for $127.49. And I just listed this last week. You'll remember this is a Joseph A. Bank. Whoops. 2-piece suit. 46 regular. The pants are a size 40. Has this little bit of like a check plaid pattern. And this sold for $152.99. Like I said, it's not going to sell anywhere close to that retail price, but it sold actually a little bit quicker than I thought. That's actually the second Joseph A. Bank piece that I had in that haul of 3 jackets that I listed. 2 have sold, or the suit, I should say, because it has the matching pants. So go figure. It's not a great brand, though. This stuff is out there. It's abundant. But if I do pick it up, if I find them in bigger sizes or in newer tags, pick it up if it's a suit or sport coat. And sometimes you'll tell, like here, it tells you here, 46 regular, 40 waist. That's the pants right there. If I find these just a jacket and I can't find the pants, I will not pick it up. It's hard to match a lot of these things up, so that's just how we go with that. But see you later. I got to get some shipping done. So see you guys later. Adios, amigos.